Do you think God watches anime and subbed or dubbed? Which is what I was gonna ask when my brother gets the idea to call his friend who has a dad who owns one of those giant Ford trucks. I don't know, those things are freaking built different. And so we wait a while when this behemoth of a monster truck rolls up and stops right in front of us. The dad pulls out this giant chain from the bed of the truck, hooks it up, You ever did something dumb, but somehow got away with it? Look at you, having flashbacks. Don't lie, you was thinking about how you got away with whatever it is that you did. Yeah. You should be ashamed of yourself, yeah. Anyway, I have, kinda, I think. Assuming I haven't been snitched on yet. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter since I'm making a whole animation on it, telling what happened. Man, he is never gonna let me drive the truck ever again after he sees this. Hey mom, you wanna tell Steps to never ever whatsoever look at YouTube ever again? Thanks. Matter of fact, forget me never getting to drive the truck again. My youngest brother is never gonna be able to drive it now. Man, older siblings really do be ruining stuff for the younger siblings, huh? Another reason to tell the story outside of having people validate me with their time and admiration. Alright, let's get into the meat and potatoes. I'm not sure exactly when, but I do know this story took place some years ago, like at least 2, I don't know. Anyway, so one day after church, I, without hesitation, as per usual, made a break to my car so I could get home and seclude myself in my room. Because I'm sorry, I would much rather ruin people's day online instead of getting caught in a conversation I didn't want to have in the first place. But before I could go home, I had to take my cousin home, which I wouldn't have minded as much if I didn't have to drive past my house every single time to do it. Now, some of you may be saying that's extremely selfish, of which I agree. But when your car guzzles gas like a roach getting sprayed with Raid and gas is $2 and some change, you ain't exactly trying to make extra trips. So on the way to drop my cousin off, we get caught by a train and it wasn't looking like it was going anywhere anytime soon. So after sitting and waiting, I just did what anyone else did. I hopped on the I don't feel like waiting for the train to pass like a normal person because I have the patience of a toddler bandwagon. So I pulled off and ended up in line on a dirt path that eventually led past the end of the train. But once I got around, I didn't know where to go because everyone in front was breaking off onto different roads. And eventually I went from being a follower to the leader, and man did that stress me out. Why is that? That's a story for later. So you wanna know what I did? I kept going like the dead end sign didn't even exist. What made it worse was that I looked in my rear view and there was nobody there. I was out there completely alone. So I pull over and just look around for a way to get back to the main road when I see another car come down the opposite road I did, but then turn onto a street that looked like it was going back in the direction of the main road. So with full confidence, I pull off into the grass so I can cut across the field so I could follow the car I saw. Now, in the gaming community, we call this getting baited or getting bamboozled. Now let me tell you, if life was a chair, I leaned way too far back. I guarantee it. I stand by it. Sometimes I wonder what it's like to meet Juice WRLD. That's what I was thinking when I came to the realization that I just crashed the truck in a ditch. I looked around the car to see how my brother and my cousin were doing, and quite frankly, they weren't in the talking mood. So we're just sitting there when a group of people show up and see our situation, and they try to help out by putting wooden planks behind the back tires so we can gain some traction. Man, I sure hope they have Wi-Fi in heaven. I want to at least be able to watch my favorite animators while I'm up there. Which is what I was thinking, because although the wood was rough and thick, I'm not changing it. It had rained the day before. So we tried this for a while, and after realizing that it wasn't gonna work, they dipped. I wonder if Kobe trying to run some 21. Which is what I was gonna ask until I saw an old Mexican dude pull up in his pickup truck, which, at the time, full confidence restored. He hooks up the rope, he hits the gas. Do you think God watches anime in subbed or dubbed? Which is what I was gonna ask when my brother gets the idea to call his friend who has a dad who owns one of those giant Ford trucks. I don't know, those things are freaking built different. And so we wait a while when this behemoth of a monster truck rolls up and stops right in front of us. The dad pulls out this giant chain from the bed of the truck, hooks it up. Psych! The Lord heard my prayers. All 583 of them. So I thank the dad. I try to leave, but as soon as I try, he proceeds to verbally and emotionally disintegrate me piece by piece. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hurt, because he then proceeds to point down the road to a roundabout I could have just taken to get around to the other side instead of trying to cut across the grass and end up in a ditch. So after this verbal and emotional onslaught, I pick up my pride, I patch the giant holes left in it, take my cousin home, and clean off my car. I somehow managed to beat my parents home, thus completely dodging any suspicion on why it took me so long to get home, seeing how I left church immediately after it was over. Now, at the point of recording this, which is New Year's Day, Happy New Year everybody, we freaking made it! I assume my stepdad still thinks I backed the truck into a grassy hill, thus explaining why there was a patch of grass hanging from the bumper. I am so glad there was not any noticeable damage. At least I don't think there was any noticeable damage. Keyword noticeable, because if there was, yeah, there's no playing that off. I'm going straight to God's inbox. What's up, fam? Thanks for watching another animation. I know you're starting to love this consistency. Hopefully I can keep it up. You know, I posted one less than a month ago, so we on to something here. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like. Go leave a like on the last one. If you haven't watched it, do that. My New Year's goal is to crack 50K. It's gonna be hard, I know that, but you guys can help me get there faster. So New Year's goal, 50K. It'd be better if we can get to 100K, but you know, we start off small, do work our way up. Anyway, thanks for watching. I love you. I'll see you again soon.
Talk to me.
I'm up with the birds, I can't help it, stay hot. Post on my story, these bitches gon' slide. My vision 2020, step a little handy, but I'm never too fancy to drive. She in the feelings with me, I'm the player, gently let her know that me can get arrested. Funny, I'm a smooth nigga, fucking this, she let me in and spoke the option, let my brother see. Niggas won't war, I pull up with the fleet. 2 to 3, knock a nigga off his feet. 24 karat, no glaring, just freeze. Come on home, make that bitch do what I please.